Let me tell you a little story. It all started back when I was younger, around 8. Just doing normal kid stuff. Bouncing on a trampoline, going swimming. It was summer around that time, so it was good to have a good swim. But one day, whenever I was jumping, I saw this thing. It moved like it wasn't human at all. It also had what looked like a doll's face. Kind of like those old masks you would see in the movies. The strange thing about it, though, is it looks like its bones would move and shift. I called my mom. Not called, but I yelled at my mom to come here. And when I looked back, it was gone. Like, just gone from existence. I felt a cold shiver run down my spine. From this day on, I called it Masky. It still shivers me to talk about this. One time when I was chatting with my friend, I heard my name being called in the background. Calder. When I turned around, I saw a mask peeking in through the door. I had no idea what it was, but as soon as I looked, it ran away. I grabbed the closest thing next to me, which was a sharp pencil. I don't know what I could do with it, but I grabbed it and chased after whatever it was. I ran into the living room. Nothing was there. I looked up. Nothing. And then I looked behind me. It was there, standing there. It lunged at me, and I stuck the pencil out, and it went deep into its face. Cracked its face, or whatever in the world it was. It vanished after that. I had no idea where it went. Then again, the same chill. A couple of years later, in my high school years, I had no idea what it was. I was still drawing sketches of it. Had just lost my mind about it. And then something weird happened. I went into this dream state, like I went unconscious. I had no idea what was happening. I looked at the door, nothing. And then I looked at the clock, it was bloody. At that time, I was starting to freak out. I looked behind me. There, sitting at a desk, was a kid in a black hoodie, just like the one I'd seen. I walked up to him and asked what was going on. He looked up. He had the same mask. My first instinct was to run, but he grabbed my foot. I kicked and screamed, but nothing. But he still kept dragging me. Then I noticed a knife on the floor next to me. I had no idea why there was a knife. So I picked it up and threw it at him. It gazed its eye. Nothing. It didn't seem to care. Like as if it was immortal. At that time, I had no idea what to do. I couldn't kill this thing. Then the knife fell out of its eye. I picked it up and sliced off whatever was dragging me. I discovered it wasn't an arm, but a long, black tentacle. Not a tentacle. Kind of like the tentacles of an octopus, except for this, it was black. Pitch black. I had no idea what was going on. I ran for the door. I opened it. I ran outside. The entire lights were out. All of them. Not a single light in sight. So I ran towards the sunlight. I looked behind. I took a quick gaze behind me. It wasn't there. Then when I looked back in front of me, it was there, standing in front of me with those cold, dark eyes. I ran the other way, and then it's like it teleported. I took the knife and stabbed it in the stomach. Didn't seem to care. He scratched me across the face, and I went flying across the room. My back hit the wall, and then he took the knife, threw it at me. It hit me square between the eyes. Then I woke up. I was in class. Everything was normal. Then I looked at the door. There he was, standing, watching me.